Very curious, raised lots of questions, wanted to understand every lot of it. He discussed Chinese policies on poverty, on youth policies and policies for healthcare, many things that we are doing. To say that we are doing enough, and we have been very happy that it's working. What else that we need to do? So we discussed things that I'm promoting, the social business, to say charity versus social business, the usual thing, and also entrepreneurship of the young people, redesigning the education system. My favorite topic that I've always promoted, and 3.0 world, 3.0 civilization, how we can address the issue. If China takes the lead, it will happen, it will be real. The reason I mentioned the intense attention he gave to those words, he wanted to understand in detail. It's not a casual conversation. He really wanted to understand what this is all about and how China can adopt some of those ideas in their own practices and so on. The point that I would bring to you, since he's eager to learn, eager to understand that, one way to find some way to connect the people who are dedicated to those issues here, right here in Beijing, explain to him. He may be extend his attention to you to get the day-to-day kind of consultation from him. So coming from you with all the 3 top universities right here, and also the interest of the young people toward China, this could be good to opening this thing. It's not somebody who doesn't know anything, government is one way, you do your thing. It's not like that. He's willing to understand. And then it leads to another thing that during the time that I had with the President Xi himself, he remembered his time, his interest in microcredit. He was the governor of China, and how interested he was in microcredit. And then he met me in 2009, he mentioned that, he met me in 2009, because I wanted to understand. So there's another area that you can bring it up. It's not empty space that you are 2 worlds, one is the government world and the young people here, or the academics here. It's not like that. They are people who are interested, and one who tried to implement, another would like to implement. So this gives you an opening to take the conversation further. Now coming back to the development that we have in the meantime, the social business area, what's happening. We are focusing on healthcare issue. I mentioned the pharmaceutical. As a pharmaceutical industry should be the first one to become a social business and continue on that part. And how the struggles of the COVID-19 period, how we mobilize global opinion to make the COVID-19 as a patent-free medicine, vaccine. And now we are using it for across-the-board pharmaceuticals, not just one item or the other. But this is something that we can build it up here also, that how pharmaceutical company can begin to become social business pharmaceutical company. So this is one that I would like to mention that. And the 3.0 world, 3.0 civilization, the new civilization based on 3 zeros. So how to build up this campaign and bring it to the attention of the young people. Because if young people start understanding that, they are the one really make it happen. It's very difficult for older generation because they grew up in a different kind of environment, different kind of framework of thinking. But the young generation is coming up and they have the hunger for knowing how to redesign the whole world framework, how to make that happen. So we bring it to this 3.0 concept into young people by inviting young people to create 3.0 clubs. 5 young people get together, create 3.0 club to transform each of the members by his or her own initiative to become 3.0 person. Meaning I do not contribute to carbon emission. My lifestyle is not something to contribute to carbon emission. I do not contribute to wealth concentration. I do not contribute to unemployment. So if that young person can find out a way to do that, that will change the whole world. So this is one, and we have been, we're surprised that a lot of young people pay a lot of attention to it. At the beginning we didn't know, maybe We thought few countries around Bangladesh would do that. It became global, including China, which is very small, though we didn't have any connections with China at that time. There are more than 8,000 clubs now globally in 40 countries. And
57 countries.
57 countries.
40 countries is YSBC.
Okay. So there are 57 countries who are doing this. This is another area that we can involve the young people. School children become very interested. They start talking to their parents. No waste. You cannot have any waste in the family. So and they will mean it. And parents will be very surprised why she's saying that or why she's saying that. But this is the beginning of mind way, how you figure out the future to come. The last one I wanted to mention, another new area completely, sports area. We had no idea that sports becomes interested in social business. The last Olympic that we had, Paris Olympic was designed as a social business Olympic. And I was involved in designing this whole Olympic to make it a real, truly social business Olympic. Seeing the result of the Paris Olympic, Milan Cortina Winter Olympic, they became very interested. So they invited us to help them to design Milan Cortina Winter Olympic as the social business Olympic. So again, it's penetrating into a completely different world which we are not familiar with. So this is the power we have right now. So how to make sure that the transformation takes place across the board, and universities can play a very important role. Because what you are producing among the students, they are the one who become the leader of all this. In a very convincing way. It's not just a casual kind of social orientation, or the kind of, but it's a very theoretical, fundamentally justifiable fashions and so on. So that's one attention that I would like to draw, since China has so many universities dedicated to social business centers, social business courses, and so on. And thank you very much for taking interest in this subject.